Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where I, Phil, talk to Tom about how I don't stream ATs because I see them as rivals, and then we go off on a tangent about something else completely, but I thought it was going to be about the thing we were talking about ATs, but then we didn't talk about that. We talked about why is comeback a thing, and then we started the episode. Tom, how you doing?
Pretty good.
That good, huh?
Yeah,
pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking raw dog this podcast every week.
Jesus. Yeah, you do. You do. You know you do. It's true. Yeah, man. It's a good week. We're having fun. There's only one more week left of school for the kids, and then they're out for summer vacation. Yeah, bye. It's gonna be fun. And they're excited about it. We're planning to have them. I don't think we've picked a week yet, but we're gonna have them stay a week with their grandparents, which means for the first time in forever, Jeanette and I are gonna be alone for more than like a day. So
nice.
It's been a while.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Been a while. Yeah. We also are going to have a little vacation at an Airbnb in Houston later in June, or near Houston, I should say, because we're gonna take Logan down to NASA. He's really excited about.
Oh, fun!
He loves space. He loves like astronauts, and so we've been talking about doing that for a long time. But we wanted to wait until he was like old enough to like really be able to appreciate it. And I think we're finally there. And Michelle, I think she's going to love it. But since it's like Logan's thing, she's like, that can't be my thing, as you do with a sibling.
Naturally.
So I think we talked about going to the Houston Zoo because she wants to see flamingos.
Okay.
And so we're excited. We're actually gonna stay like on the coast. So beaches, everything. Texas beaches though. So
right.
I don't have the best memory of Texas beaches because when I was younger, for a little while, for a few years, my family we lived in Houston. And so if we wanted to like take like a vacation for a few days and stay at a hotel like near a beach, we would just go to Texas Beach. And that means what I remember of that is that they had tar wash-off stations. Because if you were swimming in the Gulf of Mexico, because there's so much oil drilling, or at least there was, I mean, there probably still is, but there was too. There would be just like tar in the water, and like you wouldn't necessarily see it, but like it would get stuck between your toes, and you would get this is all near Houston, not the whole Gulf of Mexico. That's a pretty wide area, but so you would have to wash off your toes because you would get like the little bits of tar in there. And I remember my like bathing suit like having like little balls of tar in the pockets. They would just like appear, which is gross, right? Like,
yeah,
it's pretty disgusting. It's like not
pretty gross.
So I'm hoping that we go to the right beaches so that we don't have to deal with that. Yeah, because I really want the kids to enjoy, just having some days out at the beach, just building sandcastles and stuff. It's going to be great. So, yeah. So I don't know. We're excited. It should be nice to just like get away from everything. We got to find somebody to watch our cat. But we have some time to figure all that out, so shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. That's fun.
Yeah. But that also means we'll probably not only will we have to have episodes recorded. It's only 1 week, but we'll have to have episodes recorded, but I will actually have to edit them. Ugh, gross.
True, yeah.
Ugh, editing episodes ahead of time. Ugh, who does that? Anyway, yeah. So that's where I go. What have you been up to? It's been a couple days.
Just kind of living life. We finished raiding in season 4. We're done.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, killed all the bosses. So that's nice. Yeah, eating lots of manganadas.
Is that the restaurant?
So, no. It's it's like a. I wouldn't really call it a beverage. You could
Mangonada.
You could drink it if it were like thin enough, but
mangonada.
A mangonada. It's like it's like a little dessert kind of thing. Is
it like a mango empanada?
No.
Like a dessert empanada?
I could try explaining it to you.
Okay, yeah.
So imagine like mango, not really like mango ice cream, but like mango sherbet kind of with mango bits. And then you put chamoy and tahini on it. And it's just so fucking good. It's incredible. Yeah.
Look at that. That looks real good.
Yeah. I was honestly surprised because in the past, I have never really been a fan of putting like this, this chili powder on sweet stuff. Like never.
Yeah, I got to tell you that is the one part of it that's holding me back here.
Right.
With the whole idea of putting some chili powder on a sweet drink. Yes. I'm like, I don't know about that.
I am 100% with you there. Never really been interested in that. Every time I've tried it in the past, has not gone well. Didn't like it. But we can blame Mixtape for this because I was telling Mixtape like this is like weeks ago at this point. That I really like these mango popsicles from this one brand. I forget the name of it, but they're like amazing, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
And she was like, "Have you ever tried them with tahini?" And I was like, "No," because I'm not weird like that. And she's like,
"Yeah,
are you calling all of like every Mexican weird? Because that's pretty racist." And I was like, "No, that's not what I said."
Well, look, if I insert the clip of you saying this here, I think that you clearly did say that.
Can you make it sound like I said that? Those words in a way that makes it sound bad?
Maybe.
Well,
we'll find out.
Either way, she's like, you should try it. And then she mentioned this mangonada thing. So my buddy from work, Zach, his wife is Mexican. And I texted him. I was like, hey man, does your wife know how to make mangonadas? So we should because we should meet up and like have a little date.
You said, hey, your wife is Mexican. Make me a mangonada.
Yeah, make me please. A mangonada. Well, I want to know if she could do it. Okay. There's more context here. Let me clarify.
Hey, your wife's Japanese. Can she make us sushi?
Mixtape said that because I found one online. I was like, okay, we could just we could go to this place and try it. And she's like, you should try like authentic first. Like, don't try something like store bought and then decide you don't like it. Make sure you get it authentic so that you know like if it's good or not. So I was like, oh, okay.
And so you thought authentic means my friend's wife who's Mexican.
Who is Mexican? Yeah, obviously. How is that?
Yeah.
Connect the dots and tell me it doesn't. Okay.
No. Yeah.
So anyway, so they were like, yeah, let's do that. Sounds awesome. So we set a date for. It just happened. Like we were like, okay, when should we do this? And we were looking at the schedule, like when our schedules would align and everything. And it just happened to fall on Cinco de Mayo. So
shit, that's awesome.
Nice? So we got together on Cinco de Mayo. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Anna and I were talking about this in the days or weeks leading up to this, and we're like, because I don't know if I'm gonna like this because it's got chili powder on it,
right?
and she was in the same boat. So we're like, what if we get over there and we fucking hate it?
It could happen.
She's put in all this effort to make us this wonderful thing, and then we're just like, like how awful would that be? So we're like, okay, let's find a place nearby that does it. And we'll try it there. And then if like that will help us gauge
ease your way into it. Right, so you did the opposite of what Mixtape told you to do.
Right.
Mixtape was like, hey, don't go to a place, just try it authentically. And you were like, I can't. What if I hate it? I can't do it.
Okay, but here's the thing. if we let's say we went to and we tried it at this place and then we hated it, then we could be like, okay, we're not gonna like it, so that when we get there, we can like, you know, accept it and just know that we're not gonna like it, instead of like having the facial expressions that confirm these fears for her.
So you would lie.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, all right, got it.
I would eat the whole thing and go, yummy.
Sometimes lying is okay.
Right.
I just love the idea that you initiate, like, it would have been great had you hated it, because you initiated the whole thing. You were like, hey, can you make this
for me?
And then you go and have it and go, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it all worked out.
But
and so what? Did you get like a giant vat of it and bring it home? Like,
so kind of. Yeah. So we went. So I found this place. I will not try to pronounce the name of this place, but it's like 10 minutes up the road from us. So it's really it's just right fucking there. So we go up. I go in there, and I'm like, hey, can I get 2? I felt like such an American asshole. When I went in there, because I was like,
is this like when I didn't know what sauce to get, and I asked for the green sauce?
No,
when I went
it's worse. It's worse. Yeah, because the lady behind the counter, I was like, yeah, can I get 2 mangonadas? And she goes, dos? And I was like, yeah, 2.
Oh my God.
And then she goes, what size? And then lists off, I don't fucking know the Spanish words for small, medium, but I know grande, right? She says that, and I go, yeah, large.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Why didn't you say the same thing back to her?
I didn't think about it. I was just like,
she gave you that. This is like, do you okay, apropos of none of that, right? Like, when you go to Starbucks, do you order small, medium, large, or do you use their language for it?
First of all, I don't go to Starbucks.
You've never gone to Starbucks?
I'm sure I have, like, once or twice, but I can't think of a single time in my entire life where I have thought, I want to go to Starbucks. The only time it's even a possibility of me to enter a Starbucks is when we go to Target, because it's right there. It's in Target. So we walk into Target, and to our left is a Starbucks. And then I look over and I'm like, ooh, a coffee while we walk around the store wouldn't be terrible. And that's why they do it.
Yeah.
But
that's why they
we never do it.
They've done better, because like I'm the same. Like, it usually, Jeanette and I will only ever get it if we're like going on like a road trip early in the morning, right? Because like, you gotta have caffeine, and it's nice to have a warm drink in the morning, you know. So we'll do that. Like, we're just very, very fancy. We get their like weird food and drinks, and we just do that when we take a little road trip. I don't know why, but as you say, Target has one. And they've started doing this thing now where it's like, if you go to do a pickup, like an order pickup, they will allow you to like order Starbucks to your car.
Oh my God.
And they'll deliver it with your grocery order. And so like, there have been a couple times, this is a while ago, but there have been a couple times when I was like going, it was in the morning, and like, I like went and dropped Logan off at school and then went to Target to go and pick up an order. And I was just like, I mean, I could just get coffee and a breakfast right now.
Yeah.
And I just fucking did. I just pulled the trigger, and it was expensive, but it was okay.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I mean, it was what I expected, you know, it's like, well, I know what to expect from what I'm getting there. Like, it's like eating McDonald's from time to time. It's like, look, it's not great, but I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Yeah. But Starbucks is also, it's like, Starbucks is like pretentious McDonald's though.
It is. Yeah.
So I don't know, just the price isn't worth the quality. And also I don't even really like, I mean, I like coffee, don't get me wrong, but I don't find myself going like seeking coffee very often.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I typically will. I like from the local, like the cafe that I go to in the mornings at work. I just, I get an Americano. Joa.
Oh, when I was in Spain, I would.
So that's what I get. Yeah.
There was this little cafe, in Spain, and I'd go in there and it'd be like café con leche, por favor.
Oh,
And
there you go.
They were amazing. Oh, so good.
So you would speak Spanish there when you had to order.
Well, I was in a Spanish-speaking country. And I knew about 7 words, so I would use them often.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. but you knew one of those words. You knew grande.
Yeah.
You knew it meant large.
I concede that I was wrong. But
I know. It's so
just
funny.
happened. But anyway, so
yeah.
I get the 2 large grande mangonadas, and we get out to the car. I bring them out to the car, and they give us spoons to eat it with because it's fucking thick.
Okay.
And my thinking was, if I get a small and I like it, then I have to go back in there and get another one.
Right.
Yeah. So I might as well go with the large now, because if I like it, then I have enough.
Yeah. If you don't like it, you have more to throw away. But
yeah, exactly.
You were hedging on liking it.
Yeah. Definitely an American thought process. But either way, we get into the car. And it's so fucking good, dude. It is incredible. It's like they've perfected it. The combination of the sweetness of the mango and the spiciness and just I don't know, just everything about it is good and amazing. And yeah, right. And so we have gone back so many times since then. We went did we go yesterday? Yeah, we went yesterday. And the day before that also.
Oh my God. To the same restaurant?
And we're going to go tomorrow also.
Oh, why?
Because
listen.
Okay, so the day before yesterday, why did we go? I don't know, because we wanted to. And then yesterday I got home and Anna had been like cleaning the house, and then we were talking about like what we wanted to do for dinner. And I jokingly was like, well, we haven't had mangonadas in a while. And Anna's like, ooh, yeah, we should do that. And then I was like, I was just kidding. And she's like, oh, but I've spent all day cleaning the house and I deserve a little treat and this and that. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
She's right. She's
go.
right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I decided, right, after having listened to this whole story, which I loved, that I would Google and find out, like, is there mangonadas near me?
Yeah.
There is a chain.
There has to be.
No, listen. There is a chain of businesses called Las Mangonadas.
Hell yeah.
There are multiple Las Mangonadas in town, which it's like an ice cream shop that obviously has mangonadas.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hold on, babe. We're going to get to that part of the story in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you should go get one. Get 2.
Maybe I will, but not right now. They close in 1 minute, so we're gonna have to try it on a different day.
Big
yeah.
oof.
And Jeanette's already picking me up in and out, if not having already picked it up.
Yeah. All right. So yesterday when we went, we knew we wanted the mangonadas. Obviously, that's what we go there for. But right. This place is like, they're not even, they don't do like food. It's like it's like a Mexican treat store,
right?
Kind of thing.
Okay,
right?
Sure.
So like they got all kinds of desserts and cookies and drinks and like all these kinds of things, but like not a real like food restaurant that you would go to. It's just for snacks. So I go in there and I was like, yeah, I want to get the 2 mangonadas. I'm hoping that eventually when I walk in, they just know why I'm there.
They'll just pop them on the counter.
Yeah, they're like,
they're just ready for you.
The gringo's here, and then they put them up and slide them over to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But so I went in yesterday. And I ordered 2 of that drink that is being talked about in chat right now. Fresas con crema.
Yeah. It was perfect. No notes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sure AKA, nobody who speaks Spanish will speak up on your pronunciation.
Definitely
Perfect.
not.
You did it.
Nope.
Nailed it.
Strawberries and cream, right?
It's strawberries and cream?
It's just strawberries and cream. It's like a drink, and it's not as thick as I was expecting. So it's you can drink it with a straw. And well, at least the ones that we got, right? And then there's like chunks of strawberries in it.
Sure.
And it was fucking amazing. It was so good. It was delicious. But let me tell you something.
Okay.
We were doing a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
We were playing World of Warcraft, and
as you do.
We were doing a dungeon, and we were on the second to last boss. Well, we were about to pull the second to last boss, and I just want to let you know, like I'm sure that if I tell you what happened next, you can understand what happened after that. I said, nope, you guys are going to have to go without me. And then I muted my microphone and ran away from my computer. So it was good. It was good. I probably wouldn't have another one, though.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough. And if you want to have another one, then we're going to watch A2K.
Oh, okay.
Is that good? Did you like that segue?
Sure, yeah. I was going to... That's fine. You're
going to tell me something else? No, we got to get into A2K.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you why. I'll cut this out. Jeanette's on her way home, and she's got food for me. So, I got to be able to mute while I eat.
Yeah.
So we got to watch A2K.
Well, when is she arriving? Let me tell you, I want to vent a little frustration really quick.
Okay, yeah. No, you're good. You got a couple minutes. Like 2 minutes.
Okay.
What's what?
So I don't know. I just look at my email. I got this weird email.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so at work, you know how I've been trying to do the SharePoint thing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been going nowhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really disappointing.
Like that you're not getting the approvals you need to actually start doing it,
right?
Or?
Because all it would take, and this is what is the most frustrating part of it, is that I reached out to the senior chief to talk about this, and he was like, "Yeah, this sounds fucking awesome. I'm gonna we're gonna sit down with this guy who's the director of training, and we're gonna sit down with him, and so that because he's the guy, I guess, that gives me the access." I don't know why he's involved, but I guess he's the guy.
Okay, sure. He's the guy.
That was weeks ago that this conversation happened. And the plan was that we would sit down that Thursday. It was a Monday when we got the message. The plan was to sit down that Thursday.
Okay.
But that never happened. So then the next week I was like, okay, what are we going to do? And then just week after week, we have a tentative plan, we'll sit down on this day, and then that gets
moved.
pushed, right? It's okay, we couldn't do it today, so let's do it next Friday, and then the next Friday rolls around, and it's okay, we can't do it, let's try it Monday, and then keep pushing it, and I'm like, God, this is so fucking just ridiculous, because all it takes all they need to do is just click a fucking button to give me access, right? They just need to add me to the admin list, and then I can start working,
Okay, so why does this have to be a meeting? Why can't this be an email?
That's
should I mean why is there not just an email that you CC whoever's important and be like, hey, I need you to give me access to this so I can work on this project.
I guess it's because like I have to. I don't know exactly the thinking.
You need to like pitch it to this guy of why you need it. Like,
well, why it's a good thing to do, and why I should be the
self-evident, but
to do it. It does seem self-evident, right? But yeah, so why it's a good thing to do, why it's good for it to exist, and why I should be the guy to do it. Which, by the way, I told the senior chief, because I had a meeting with the senior chief.
You told him that you didn't need to be the guy.
Right. I told him I don't want to do it, but I want it to exist, so I will do it if that's how it gets done. And he's like, okay. So, but apparently I'm the only one pushing for this, right? But I will, I'll give my chief some credit. She's been trying to like get this ball rolling. So like every few days she'll go over to the main building where the director of training works, and she'll pop in and be like, hey, so like, when can we meet? You know? And we had a meeting scheduled today. Like yesterday, I went to the dude's office. Because like I was there for something else. I needed to talk to somebody that like works in the office across from his. And so, and my chief was with me. And so like, we just walked over there so that I could say hi and like, you know, say, hey, I'm the dude that you're meeting with tomorrow. Right. And then he goes, oh, well, before we do any of that, we have to get the COP page, done. Which the COP page is community of practice. It's this totally separate thing. It's got nothing to do with what I'm pitching and what I'm talking about, right? So I looked at him and I was like, well, I don't work on the COP pages, right? Somebody else does that, and that's there. And I don't even have access to the COP pages. But also, the COP page has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And he was like, wait, you don't have access to the COP pages? And I was like, no, I've tried logging into them, but it says that I don't have access, which is fine because I don't want to. I don't need to do that. I don't need anything to do with the COP pages. That's somebody else's thing, but that's not what we're talking about here. And he was like, well, if you don't have access to the COP pages, then, you know, why, how do you have access to this other thing? And I'm like, I don't. That's the point. That's why we're meeting.
Yeah. Jesus.
And he's like, I guess I'm not tracking that. And I'm like, well, that's all right. That's why we're meeting tomorrow. Right. So I was like, I'll be by tomorrow. Oh, but that's the thing is like a couple times he's like said, okay, we'll meet, but then doesn't give like a time for us to meet. So then it's just like, okay, maybe at some point today, you know, maybe it'll happen. So then I was like, I just fucking asked him point blank. I was like, what time do I need to be here tomorrow? And he goes, 9:00. All right. So we're like, cool. We've got it.
Put that shit on the schedule.
Right. We've got a set day and a set time. Awesome. Right. So then today I go over to the building and I walk by his office. The door's open, but the light's off and he's not in there. And it's 9:00. And I was like, okay, there is another meeting that's happening right now. That's pretty important. Maybe he's in there, but it ends soon. So there's another office that has like a conference table in the office next to his. So I was like, I'm just going to go sit in there and wait for him so that I can like just see when he gets back, you know? So I'm sitting in this office, sitting at this conference table. This one guy like in the corner, he's like, are you here for me? And I was like, no, I'm just waiting. Cause I'm supposed to have a meeting, you know, with the director and he's not there. And I sit there for 45 minutes and he never shows up. So I was like, well, this is a huge waste of my time, right? Like
such bullshit,
such fucking bullshit. So then my chief was in a meeting and she got out and like came by, I guess, to see how things were going, saw me sitting at this conference table in the wrong office. And she comes in, she's like, what's up? And I was like, yeah, he hasn't shown up. So I'm just going to fucking leave, you know? And I even brought like a presentation. Like I had papers with me to like give this presentation. Right. And I was like, yeah, So I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do anymore, because this is like the 6th time that we've said we're going to have a meeting and then it doesn't fucking happen. So like at what point do I just say, okay, clearly they don't give a shit, so I have to stop giving it? Like, I'm not going to fucking ask about this anymore if nobody wants to get it done, you know? Because all they have to do is just give me access and then I can do all the work. Like, they don't have to be involved at any level after that. They just have to give me the access. I can do the work and it can exist, right? This thing can just be there and it will be amazing and everyone will appreciate it. But it just takes them clicking one single fucking button to get that ball rolling.
Yikes.
So, okay, so that's already frustrating, right?
Right, yeah.
So then I get back to the office, and one of the guys in there, he's like, "Oh, how'd your meeting go?" And I was like, "Yeah, what fucking meeting, right?" So, I threw away the presentation and I deleted the files off my computer because I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm so done trying to get this thing done, right? If they want to talk to me about it in the future, I'll tell them I'm gonna give them like 2 fucking lines. Like, here's why it's cool. Here's why it should exist. Whether or not you want me to do it, I don't fucking care, right? So then Dan, who is the GS that works at Tacto with us, like 10 minutes later, comes into the office. The director's name is Dean, okay? His name's Dean. He comes in. So Dan comes into our office and goes, "Man, that was really weird." And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "Dean's been sitting in my office for like 45 minutes. And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, he just popped in and was just like sitting in our office talking to us and told me about my bonus." Because he's like their boss.
Right.
Dean is Dan's boss.
Right.
And
I follow.
So
when he was supposed to be having a meeting with you, he was just shooting the shit?
Yeah, he was just chilling in the civilian office at the building that I fucking left to go meet him at his office. And I was like, "You're fucking joking right now, right?" And he's like, "No, Dean's been sitting in there for like 45 minutes just bullshitting." And I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Oh my god!
The guy, one of my other buddies, he's sitting in the office and he looks at Dan. He's like, "You're about to fucking piss Joe off. I swear to God." I was like, "Oh, we're past that," because they call me Joe at work, you know.
Right.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, what a fucking asshole. Right? Like, he told me, be here at 9. He's like, "Oh, were you looking for Dean?" I was like, "No, I wasn't looking for Dean. I was where he told me to be when he told me to be there, and he fucking wasn't. Apparently, he was bullshitting in your office instead." So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was my day.
So Navy's going good then.
Oh, so good.
Just earning your respect every day of the week.
So good. Yeah. I love the way the Navy operates. I love how everyone at any high level position at this command is just a fucking incompetent piece of shit asshole that doesn't want anything good to happen ever. So
yeah,
it's great. You know?
I'll tell you, I hope you never go to work for like a large corporation like I do. Because like you're telling me this story and it's like actually giving me flashbacks of things that I've lived through. Right. And I'm just like, I can't fucking believe that this is like, it's not just me. It's not just something that I've seen. It's like, this is just shit that happens apparently.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wow. Well, that's some bullshit. Hopefully it all gets worked out at some point. Whether or not that means that you have to give him a 6-word sentence of like, "Give me access now, please."
Right.
You know, and just be done with it.
The cool thing also, just the cherry on fucking top of this, is that we got an email a couple days ago from C-Stick headquarters, so like the actual command in Dahlgren, Virginia, C-Stick headquarters sent out an email and they were like, hey, I'm sure everyone's aware, but we're getting rid of the share drives. Share drives are going away. So you guys are going to have to figure out what you're doing with all your files.
And it's like, you already have the plan.
Right. I was like,
you have the plan.
Oh my God. Imagine if someone had suggested like a way for us to stop using the share drive and use something that's way cooler and way more, useful as a tool to utilize in this situation. And imagine if we had a plan in place to make that possible so that when we do actually get rid of the share drive, which I guess is happening in September, so not too far away.
So yeah, you don't have that much fucking time to make this happen.
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ. Okay. That might be maybe the worst thing ever. So yeah. Well, good luck. I mean, good luck to them, really. Like you're giving them something that would make your command look good and even willing to accept the responsibility for putting it together. And if they like don't give a shit, then that's their problem, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
sucks.
100% that is true. But also every day the SharePoint doesn't exist, it just makes everyone's job harder for no reason. And especially when we get rid of the share drive. Once that exists, then like, I don't know what the fuck we're going to do.
Yeah, that's a real problem.
Yep. But hey, I mean, I can only do so much, right? And like, the question on my mind is, so when, at what point have I mentioned it enough,
Right.
Like when am I supposed to stop caring as much as they don't? Like when should I care as much as they do, which is none? I don't know.
I mean, that's a real problem because it would be a fun project. It would be a project for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's just a few months of enjoying something at work.
Yeah.
That'd be nice for once, right?
Well, I have been, so I've been doing that other thing though, while I've been waiting for for them to give me access to this. I have been writing that script, writing that macro.
Right.
Macro. So I finished it and then I sent it over to the admin lady and I went over there and I was like, I showed her how to use it, which when I say I showed her how to use it, I showed her that all you have to do is click the button that says import. Like it's just one button. That's the whole point of it. The whole reason that I wrote the script in the first place was so that she wouldn't have to do anything else. Like it's super easy. I'm like, yeah, so you just open this and then you click that button and it does your whole job for you. Like everything that you've been spending like 5 hours on every day, it just does that immediately. Right. And so I showed her how to do that. And then she asked me, so this was, what day was this? Wednesday, I think. She goes, yeah, so, we're getting rid of the share drive, right? Because it pulls data from the share drive. That's how it works. It looks at the share drive and it grabs all the data from the share drive. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah. She's like, so, what is this going to do when we get rid of the share drive? And I was like, it'll be pretty easy to alter. Like I'll just have to change the code to like find wherever we're putting the stuff from now on. Like once we do that, but I don't know at this point, right? Like what we're going to do there. And then I had some other ideas for like how I can make it even better for her. Like, rather than doing a full import, I can have it ask her if she wants to do a full import or a partial import or like a replacement or correction or something. And also, I implemented another like validation button. So it's a button that she can click and then it'll check the different sheets to like make sure that all the data looks good across the entire workbook. So I mentioned that to her and I was like, yeah, I can do all that too. And she's like, oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, that would be awesome. So I still have that to work on. Like there's still more that I can do to like help her with that part. So I still have stuff to do, but
is is the Navy going to give you, can they pay bonuses? Like, you're doing a lot of extra work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's either that or just sit at work and do nothing. So, because I'm not in a class right now, you know?
Yeah, I got to be honest. The choice is sit and do nothing or do a bunch of extra work for no extra pay. I'm going to choose nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you say that, but at the same time,
I guess you can only do nothing for so long.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to, that's unimportant chat, but, yeah, you can only do nothing for so long. I mean, it is nice just sitting there, but at the same time, it's fun. It's rewarding for me on its own. Even if the Navy's not going to give me money for this. They're probably not going to recognize me in any way for this. In fact, I fear that they will tell me to stop doing it because it's too efficient. Really? Yeah. Because
you're like scripting this girl out of the job, basically.
No. She's got this girl, she's like 80. Okay, so first of all,
look, I don't know that. You did not explain.
I'm pretty sure I said
use
that.
Imagery.
Okay, this old lady who's been, she's been working in this office since before I was in diapers. She does this process. It's like, I don't even understand why we do it this way, but she does, part of her job is to do this thing, and it takes her hours every single day. And when I saw her do it, because I came over, because I wanted to know like how I could tweak my sheet to like not, and like in a way that wouldn't fuck up how she like what she does with it. And so like I went over there one day and I was like, hey, can you show me like what you do with this and what your process is so that I know like what I'm allowed to change on my end. And then she showed me this, and as I'm watching her, I'm like, I could automate that for you. Like, I was like, I could just make it to where you click a button and all of that happens automatically. And she's like, really? Because I spend like 3 to 5 hours, depending on like what is going on in the day, on this alone. I'm like, yeah, I could make it take 10 seconds. And so that's what I've been working on. And it's fun. Like, it's rewarding for me to like, I mean, you've coded before. Isn't it fun when you're like, I know I can write code to make this thing possible, and then you think you've got it, and then you run the compiler and it's like error at line 76, and you're like, what the fuck? What did I do wrong? And then you got to find like the one fucking comma that you didn't put in, I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah. I've been there. It is fun. You're right. And I miss it because I don't get to do it as much anymore. It's all been like, put into an actual team that does it now, which I'm not on. So, but even before that, like they started making it more regimented. Because like right now, like it's very punk rock for you, right? You just go, I see a problem, I'm going to hack at it and I'm going to make it work, right?
Right.
And so that's what you do. You just do it, right? I love that. So good. At a certain point, like people started noticing that we were doing things and making our jobs more efficient by making codes and stuff. And then they said like, oh, we should have like a group that does this. And then like, people can be assigned to projects, and then they have like committee where you kind of like review what the projects are and decide whether or not to do them, and then so on and so forth. And then it became its own like separate team of people. And some of the people that I was originally coding with are on that team. So good for them. Like they got promotions out of it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing it for a while because I was doing other stuff. And so I just kind of got left behind. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Real cool. Love that for me.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch A2K.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So let's watch A2K episode 5. What do you say?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what. Let's talk about let's find out what demented shit JYP is going to say to children in this episode.
Let's hear him go. And
obviously, you're not that good.
Yeah, dance evaluation continues. So I guess we're ready to hear Dalla Dalla.
Oh, great. Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, Kendall's up first. What do we got? What do you got, Kendall? Dalla Dalla time? There's Dalla Dalla for you. What's she gonna perform? Ding! Dun 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 dun. Oh, pop! Hell yeah! This is a great song. What'd you think of Kendall, Tom?
Obviously, you're not that good.
No, I'm kidding. It was good.
Okay, I was gonna say, holy shit! Really? This is like a huge improvement. You are unbelievable. She receives the highest backhanded compliment. With a little bit more muscle, you could be
try
good.
a little harder.
Yeah, Kendall gets a gem.
Goddamn.
She forgot her pendant.
Oh my god! Wait, rewind it. She did She did the Brendan Fraser clap.
KG.
Mm-hmm.
Give him just a one clap. More muscle strength. More muscle strength, Kendall. Keep working out.
Get stronger.
Get in the gym. Misha.
I do not remember this person.
Show me your dance, Misha.
Who is this?
This is Itzy.
Hmm.
The same girls who do Dalla Dalla. You've heard that song before, right? Dalla Dalla?
Once or twice.
Okay, good. All right. What does JYP have to say? What do you think, Tom? Was it good?
I'm cleaning my glasses right now. I couldn't see it at all.
Okay, she practiced a lot, but damn, was she the first? She's the first one who didn't get a stone for her dance.
I'm not that generous with my stones.
They've had so many like this by the Wonder Girls. Ooh. She got cut off. Okay, he liked the vibe.
Oof.
Yikes. All right, so Melissa's down too. She had a good vibe, but was sloppy. Who's next? KG, the girl with the guitar. Trust your body, KG. All heart, no head. Can't lose. That's how it was, right? I remember that from Friday Night Lights. All heart, no head. Can't lose. I mean, it's real fucking dangerous to choose a JYP song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly way better than where she was at.
Yeah.
Like a huge jump. What's JYP gonna say? I mean, besides, JYP.
Honestly, that was the worst among all contestants today.
Ooh, whoa.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
The worst among all contestants today.
But
most impressive, because I know where you were at the regional audition.
why say it like that though?
What?
JYP.
Oh my god, JYP.
Could
why
you use
this?
just like better words? An honest assessment. A brutal assessment.
That was absolutely brutal.
You think, babe, is that how I should raid lead? Should I be like, that was the worst pull out of anyone ever pulling this boss? But
she's getting a stone.
What?
Because of how much she improved.
Yeah. Like
the JYP system makes no goddamn sense. Nina Hillman never got a dance stone. Ever. You know what I mean? And she danced better than that. Okay.
Okay, but here's the thing, all right? Okay. Yeah, right. So like Mooney's saying, right? She was level 1. Now she's like level 10. Everyone else is level 30, but they stayed at level 30 the whole time. You know?
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, one of them went from level 29 to level 30, but she went from level 1 to level 10, which is like, that's 9 whole levels more than everyone else.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
She got 4 more talent points than everyone else.
What's next?
Yeah, she can almost do
Christina,
for Dungeons.
the K-pop CEO of her own dance studio.
It's been so long. I don't remember which ones I don't like and which ones I do. So.
Some of the fucking faces this guy makes, I swear to God. It's like his like stank face. It's just like, ugh. And I'm like, ugh. He looks the way that clip you play sounds.
He looks like.
That's right. Yeah. What'd you think, Tom? Did she deliver the dance so perfectly?
So, again, I don't know when dance is good. I know when it's bad, but I don't know when it's
That's
good.
True. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Wow, I'm so proud of myself for picking you.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud of myself for picking you. God damn. JYP, you're the worst.
Oh, I gotta clip that when we're done. Every time I do something amazing at Raid, I'm gonna play that.
Oh, Jesus. And all you had to do was fly to Korea and train there. No problem. Anyone can do this. Seriously, if she wanted to make this happen and wanted to make sure that she would like be successful on this show, the fact that she had her own business like teaching K-pop dance probably gave her the money to be able to do that. Like, who's going to teach her? Like, if you're just looking at dance teachers around you, that's what you do. You know what I mean? Right. So like, yeah. If she didn't have the money from doing all that, she probably couldn't have gone to Korea and trained so well. So, you know, props. She's ready for the world. Is the world ready for her though? All right. Next episode 6, show your passion. I mean, it says show your passion, but when I highlight over it, it actually says dance evaluation rankings. So I guess we'll find out which one is correct.
Interesting.
Like, how do you feel as Misha, like being like, you told that girl that she was worse than me, but I didn't get a stone.
Right.
Like, next is Kaylee Lee, A2K's maknae, 12 years old.
Jesus.
JYP, be fucking nice to this girl.
Obviously, you're not that good.
Her facial expressions, Phil.
Yeah, that's what the subtitle said. Hey, Kaylee Lee gets a gem. How do you feel, Tom? 12-year-old? Moving up in the ranks?
What's the wording? Well, why? How do you feel, Tom? 12-year-old?
Here's why. Because
you tell me. How do you feel about 12-year-olds, Phil?
No, because when A2K was first announced and they had the age range where they said like, oh, you could be 12 or whatever, Jeanette and I and many other people were just like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Should they be recruiting somebody who's 12? But then we started watching the show and I'm just like, that girl should be protected at all costs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do not allow her to be in any way harmed. Like, we protect the baby, you know? Gina was trained at JYP. That's what 11 months means. Almost a year. Yes, JYP.
How about your potential?
What the fuck does that mean? How about potential? What do you mean, how about potential? And she said nothing back to him. What was the point of this? Oh, another Sneakers.
What's this song?
This is Sneakers by ITZY.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're the artist who does Dalla Dalla.
Oh.
You ever heard that?
What's Dalla Dalla?
Dalla Dalla is the song by the artist ITZY, Girls Team 2, who does the song Sneakers.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I'm tracking.
Yeah. She's executing the dance really well, but her like facial expressions are like basically the same the whole time. So I'm like, is this going to come up? Is this going to be a problem? Because like with Misha, he was like, why are you looking behind me? Like, you're not looking, you're not connecting. And I'm like, is that the same? Was she gonna get criticized for something like this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it said perfect. Oh, the subtitle says it was perfect. So, fucking, what do I know?
Whoa.
Gina's dance was outstanding, says the editor.
Yeah.
Okay, he doesn't feel the dance is alive enough. But what
the
does that mean?
Fuck does that mean?
Okay, this is kind of okay. So he's kind of saying what I was saying. I mean, he's not talking about the expression, but like she's executing the dance well.
You're a robot.
That's so rude. Dance with feeling, ride the beat, but you're still gonna get a stone. Are you gonna give her stone? Oh, okay. Okay, so he, Jesus Christ, I just fucking, he's like so serious, and he's like, I'm gonna give you like criticism, like harsh criticism, and he does specify, right, that like you need, this is something I would only tell an elite level dancer. So maybe we should have been tipped off by that, by him going like, look, I consider you to be elite level so you can handle this criticism. Right. You know?
So what he's saying is your dancing was perfect if you were just trying to execute the moves exactly as you should.
Correct.
But
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You gotta make the audience enjoy it. Enjoy watching you do it. You can't be perfect. You gotta give it some character.
But if you're a K-pop idol, you're gonna get up and perform for 3 hours straight, and you're gonna connect with everyone in that fucking arena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like
I've been there.
She's doing the dance, but she doesn't have enough pieces of flair.
I've never heard this song.
Shut up.
Look, I'm sorry. I just edited the episode and I inserted this song into it so many times.
Oh my God. All right.
You could have listened to it.
I could have, but I didn't. What a stupid way to start a song.
That's not her fault. That's the choreography.
No,
I don't know.
No. Not the dance. The song. This is a JYP production.
Well, he hadn't worked out yet. You know, this is early JYP. Yeah, Mako performed this.
Mako is better.
Well, of course she was. She was a trainee at JYP for 3 fucking years by then.
And
like the best trainee we have was at JYP for almost a year in this show. So like, there's some leeway, you know? Yuna's facial expressions are good.
But
yeah, where's the butt?
Yeah,
where's the butt?
There's an ass over there.
Oh God.
She's wearing yoga pants. Oh, we got it. Woo! Let's pack it up. We got the butt.
Oh no.
What?
She wasn't dancing in time with the music, so she was not hitting the beat. And of course, because it is a JYP production, he knows very well where the moves are supposed to go.
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
No dance cube for Yuna. Even though he really likes her dance. Everybody else liked it. Oh, poor Yuna. No extra stones. Damn. Hey, KG, right at the bottom. Really? 6th is Kaylee? I thought she was going to score higher.
Yeah.
Kaylee thought she was going to be 8th. All right. All right. Is this like false humility? Like, you were watching all of them. You said you observed all of them. Wow.
So, wait,
is Misha not on the list?
How many are there?
3rd is Lexi. Okay, top 2. Wow. Christina, K-pop CEO number 1. Kendall number 2.
Hey, Kendall, you were also amazing.
I mean, maybe they said more than that and they just cut it for time, but there we go. That's 2 episodes of A2K. Dance evaluation is now over. Looking at the field, Tom, are you starting to get any favorites in this group? What do you think? Starting to form some opinions? Are you starting to randomly play things in the watch together?
I got to go back and get that clip.
Oh.
At some point.
I closed it, yeah. But yeah, what do you think? What are you thinking about these girls? You got any ones you think are gonna make it for sure?
No, I don't know.
You don't know yet? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we haven't heard them sing. It's totally fine. Like judging them just off a dance would be pretty hard to do. They have to do everything, you know. They have to play the guitar, they have to sing and dance. You got to do everything. I guess in that way, Bang Chan's a lot like KG, huh?
What do you mean? Because he makes the music?
Well, when Bang Chan tried out for JYP, they made him play the guitar and dance and sing.
When he was a baby.
Yeah. And so KG played the guitar in her tryout. So that's, it's similar in that way. And Felix didn't. He just did a freestyle dance. We watched an interview a while ago, and that's like one of my favorite clips of Bang Chan, where they were talking about Felix and how he got recruited into JYP, and he was like, oh yeah, I did this dance or whatever, and then Bang Chan was like, oh, but you had to sing, and then he goes, yeah, this was on Eric Nam's show, and he goes, you didn't have to sing. They made me sing and dance. I had to play the guitar.
I had to swim. I had to
just
play
like
guitar.
immediate, like you see, like just like the oh my god, what on his face. It's so good. Yeah. Anyway, it's great. Yeah. A2K is shaping up. It's a good show. It's funny. You really get some. Just some weird fucking things for JYP to say.
Some really quotable lines like,
obviously you're not that good.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember because it's been so long. But I can't remember if I remember having a conversation with Jeanette a long time ago. But I can't remember how it went because like I know that between A2K and the Neezy project, I thought that JYP was much harsher. You know what? I think I figured it out. I think that JYP is much nicer both in Neezy project and A2K as compared to the Stray Kids survival show. Like he's like, even when he's giving like feedback, he's like not nearly as harsh or cutthroat as he was with our boys. So is that because they're girls? I don't know. I haven't watched the 16 survival show, which made the group twice. So I don't have enough data points yet. And we haven't watched another like the Neezy Project season 2 with a boy group.
Right.
He could be super harsh to them, and then you could find out. So maybe we'll get there someday. We'll work on it.
Is JYP nicer to girls?
Yes, that's what we're investigating in this. This is now an investigative podcast, and we're gonna get to the fucking bottom of it.
Yeah.
What do you say? I hear that. Ugh, gross. Every time you play it, I literally actually cringe. If I had a face camera right now, like you play it, I literally like my face looks like I just ate a lemon.
Your face looks like you made that sound.
No, absolutely not. Okay. All right. Well, and if you want to make that sound,
Okay.
Is that a good segue?
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, I think that we really got to, if I had to sum up this episode, I would say that we really put our sneakers on.
Oh my God.
And I felt, I saw that we were icy. Other references. you know how
Right.
it is.
Obviously you're not that good.
Obviously I'm not that good. But if you want to be good, you have to go to makeastay.com. Right, Tom?
That is 100% true. Yeah. You have to go to makeastay.com.
It's the only way you'll be good.
Right. You can't be good if you don't do that. How many negatives is that?
Very.
Exactly.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Oh, shit.
so fucking out of my brain right now.